We welcome you back to Manasquan High School for leg 2 of our JSBL doubleheader here on this Thursday night. And we got a good one on tap for the nightcap. Stearns Trailer with revenge on its mind in a rematch of last year's championship game. They face ACI Robins Nest. As it will be Savon Myers and Jared Kimbrough to do the tip-off duties to open up this game. Jakari Spence out there on the floor for Stearns Trailer. Also Mason Jones, Myers, as well as DJ Campbell and Rasheen Merlin. That's the 5 out there for Stearns. The 5 for ACI Robins Nest will be Dwayne Jones and Sam Fagan at the guard spot as Jared Kimbrough, the center, wins the tip-off, with Samir Kinsler and Tyreek Montgomery also out there. So ACI Robins Nest will start with the ball. Here's Dwayne Jones, the floor general. Still without a coach, actually, tonight is Jay Dorsey, apparently not able to make it for a second straight game, as a three-pointer won't fall. Jakari Spence, transition 3 won't go. Jones the rebound, and when we talked with Samir Kinsler the other night after their victory, said that Dwayne Jones really took on a leadership role as he draws the foul in the layup attempt. It also helps that Sam Fagan's here, back again for a second game this season, as the son of the former head coach Joe Fagan, the coach at Neptune, as well as Sean Grennan, an assistant coach on Fagan's staff. So there is some coaching blood here. Just Jay Dorsey, who's usually the lead man this season for ACI Robins Nest, is not in the building tonight. So Dwayne Jones opens the scoring with the first free throw. And it looks like there's 9 guys available total, 4 off the bench for Stearns Trailer. Only one, well, 2 I should say, actually, Amari Jones and Sean Grennan for ACI Robins Nest, as Dwayne Jones knocks down both free throws as ACI Robins Nest strikes first in this one. Here comes Mason Jones, drives into the lane, puts up a tough contested layup, just falls off the rim. Jared Kimbrough with his first rebound. Here comes Fagan, the point guard for last year's championship team, him and Jones both. Here's a step back triple, that one a little too strong. Here's the go-ahead pass up to Spence. His pull-up three-pointer is down. Spence, an excellent season last year, won the MVP, averaged close to 40 points a game, actually might have surpassed 40 points a game last year. And he gives Stearns the lead. Here's Kinsler. Over to Kimbrough. He's left open, so he'll just rise from 3. That one misses everything, but Spence can't hold in the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of him. So a new possession here for ACI Robins Nest. Well, not really new, but there's 9 seconds on the shot clock. Jones to inbound. Gives to Kinsler. He'll rise up with a corner three-pointer. That one is short. Kinsler off a 28-point performance last time out. Here's DJ Campbell with a transition 3 of his own. That one too short. Fagan the rebound. 2-1-2 break. Jones will take it himself, and his patented left-handed layup is good. Fagan with the dish. Here's Mason Jones for Stearns. 4-3, ACI Robins Nest leads. Jones into the lane, got Kinsler in the air, couldn't finish the layup as Kimbrough wrestles the rebound away from Spence. Numbers here. Fagan, a three-pointer. Can't get that one to fall as Kimbrough taps out the rebound. Montgomery hauls it in. Drives into the lane, floats it up with the left. That one won't go either. It was halfway down and out. Still 4-3, 2 minutes into this game. Here is Mason Jones with a nice step-through move, and the layup is good. That gives Stearns the lead back. Here's Dwayne Jones to bring it up. Once again, hounded by DJ Campbell. As he picks the pocket, deflects it into the backcourt. High screen from Kimbrough. Over to the left side, 10 to shoot. A nice scoop pass into the wing. Kinsler off the dribble, can't get that mid-range to fall. Here comes Savon Myers the other way. Kicks to Mason Jones and can't handle the pass. Turnover back the way of ACI Robins Nest. An early 5-4 lead for Stearns Trailer. Here's Samir Kinsler working on Myers. Nice bounce pass to Fagan around the horn to Kimbrough. Thought about a 3 instead, drives, puts up a tough layup and too strong, but he got fouled on the way up. So Jared Kimbrough will head to the foul line for the first time tonight. They'll get Myers on the foul, or excuse me, they got Rasheen Merlin on the foul, I should say. So second foul in the quarter, I should say. First free throw for Kimbrough, rattles around and out.
shooting, one more free throw.
ACI Robins Nest has gotten off to a strong start defending its league title from last season. Looking to add to it here and taking down the team that they beat in the final, Stearns Trailer, as Kimbrough splits the pair. Here comes Spence, controlling the offense for Stearns. Tyreek Montgomery guarding him in the front court. Fires over to Merlin. He can shoot from the outside. He lofts, and that one too strong. Can't make the defense pay for leaving him open. Here's Montgomery on the rebound. He'll bring it up. 4 guards in the game for ACI Robins Nest, but a nice job by DJ Campbell to pick in the pocket. There is Spence the other way with the fast break layup. So a 7-5 lead for Stearns. 6:45 to play in the opening quarter. Jones directing traffic. Give and go with Kimbrough. And a high screen. They love drawing up those high pick and rolls. As Jones gives to Kimbrough, 9 on the shot clock. Kimbrough needs some help in the corner, gives to Kinsler. Got to put something up soon as he steps through and draws a foul on Merlin. And that's Merlin's second foul. So Christian Lyons will check in with Merlin picking up 2 fouls early on. No, never mind.
Number 25, Rasheed Merlin, that is his second, team's third.
Lyons will stay on the bench for now with 6:27 to play in the first, but still 2 fouls on Merlin, 3 on Stearns in the quarter. Kinsler kicks out to Jones, 8 to shoot, isolates, now gets Spence on him. Now 4 to shoot, needs some help, kicks to Montgomery, a long 3-pointer at the shot clock buzzer is high off the arc. Nice tap out from Kimbrough, goes to Fagan. Kimbrough will just rise up with a mid-range J, and his efforts are rewarded with the hustle on the offensive glass. This game now to back up at 7, 4 minutes in. Here's DJ Campbell, gets a high screen from Merlin with Fagan on him. Kicks back out to Merlin. He steps in and shoots from the elbow. That one around the rim, can't get the roll. Montgomery with a long outlet pass to Kimbrough, and he finishes in the lane. The baseball pass from Tyreek Montgomery was perfectly accurate. That was a difficult pass as he had to loft it over Rasheed Merlin, but accurate nonetheless as Spence knocks down a pull-up jumper. Man, when Jakari Spence gets off that screen and gets into the middle of the floor, he is deadly. And we're tied at 9. Here's Kinsler, high screen from Kimbrough. Hounded by Mason Jones, gets into the lane, lofts up a high floater, and that one's down. A lot of these guys for ACI Robins Nest, they have experience playing together, whether it's in the high school or collegiate ranks, as Savon Myers knocks down a 3-pointer to give Stearns the lead. There's the connections at Neptune, obviously. And then there's some in the college ranks as well, at West Virginia State in the Division II ranks, or Charleston in the Division II ranks. So connections all over, and these guys are professional basketball players now. Here's Jones, who just finished off his rookie season in England. Drives to the lane, puts up the lefty scoop, and he got fouled on the way up. Jakari Spence couldn't believe the call. But Dwayne Jones will head to the foul line for 2 after this immediate timeout. We head to the break for the first time. Stearns with a lead. Actually, they get the foul on Campbell. So second on Campbell, 2 on Campbell, and 2 on Merlin. And we'll head to a timeout. 12-11, Stearns leads at the first immediate timeout. We're back from the media timeout. 4:45 on the clock in the opening quarter. It's 12-11 Stearns Trailer as Dwayne Jones knocks down the first free throw. He's got 5 points, 3 of 3 from the stripe. And he hits the second. And ACI Robins Nest takes the lead back. Scotty Lewis checked into the game during that first timeout. He replaces Jakari Spence. Also into the game for the first time. Good to see Larry Smith back out here in the JSBL. He gets his first action of the evening. Larry, one of the most beloved players in this league. Here's Mason Jones with 9 to shoot. Kicks out from Merlin. He'll rise up from 3, created space, and misses that one short and out of bounds. And obviously, Larry Smith, one of the premier perimeter defenders as well in this league, as Christian Lyons will check out for Rasheed Merlin. Or we'll check in for Rasheed Merlin, I should say, as Merlin getting some comedic high fives from his teammates after that miss from beyond the arc. ACI Robbins Nest will take over. Still the same starting 5 out there as Kinsler crosses the timeline. Kinsler will rise on a long three-pointer. That one around the rim. Can't get the roll. Myers with the board. Here comes Larry Smith the other way with speed. Kicks to Myers, kicks to Lyons, I should say. He'll fall away from 2. Leaves it short. Kimbrough the board. Jones slowing it down. Smith picking him up at the half-court line. Again, not someone you want to mess with on the perimeter defense. He will take the ball away from you. As Montgomery driving into the lane. No, that was not an earthquake. As Montgomery knocks down the layup, our wonderful producer Nick had a little bit of a trip over the tripod as ACI Robbins Nest now ahead by 3. Here's Scotty Lewis the other way. Getting hounded on defense, he kicks to Myers, and he knocks down the layup on the backdoor cut. Lead is cut down to 1. It's 15-14, 3:30 to play in the first quarter. Here's Jones off a high screen from Kimbrough. Broken record at that point, saying that freeze. Here's Montgomery. Tough defense from Stearns. Over to Kimbrough, 8 to shoot. He'll rise up from 3. That one's short. Mason Jones with the board. Here comes Stearns the other way. Larry Smith driving into the lane. Now he'll retreat with Kinsler on him. Rising up from the free throw line. He drew the contact. Kinsler doesn't agree with the call. But Kinsler got his hand in the cookie jar there a little bit too much, and Larry Smith will head to the foul line for the first time tonight.
ACI Robbins Nest foul, charge number 4, Samir Kinsler. That is his first, team's first. At the line
and the first foul of the game on ACI Robbins Nest.
Shooting 2.
First one rattles in and out. We'll get a sub here as Jakari Spence will replace Mason Jones. Spence with 7 points in the early goings of this game. 7 of the 12, or 7 of the 15, 14, I should say. He's got half their points. As Larry Smith's second free throw is good. He splits a pair. And we're knotted up at 15. Stearns applying some full court pressure. Scotty Lewis picking up Dwayne Jones. Now retreats into the forecourt. Here's Jones, puts on the burst of speed, finishes in the lane, can't get it to fall. Kimbrough, the offensive board, puts up the putback layup. Nice job by Kimbrough following the shot. Jones got into the lane and forced the defense to collapse, and nobody boxed him out. Here's Smith, around the horn to Spence, catch and shoot triple. That one a little bit too strong. Lions the board, had a highlight in mind, missed it. Tip in won't go, second tip in won't go, third tip in won't go. And finally, the rebound hauled in on defense by Samir Kinsler. Break opportunity for ACI Robbins Nest. Jones leaves it for Montgomery. Up and under is no good, but look at Spence on the shooting foul. And that will put ACI Robbins Nest in the bonus. Stearns over the limit. So Montgomery will head to the foul line for the first time tonight. He is yet to score, but he has 3 rebounds. And again, Dwayne Jones, the way he commands the fast break and the way he commands this whole offense, really, really impressive to see. As the first free throw rolls off. 17-15, ACI Robbins Nest. Montgomery has one more. And he misses both. Lions with the board. Still, ACI Robbins Nest ahead. Here's Larry Smith into the front court, working on Sam Fagan. Smith creating some space, a long pass, a laser out to Spence. He misses that one way short. Lions hauls in the board, putback layup just falls out. Kimbrough with the rebound, fighting through traffic, and the ball is on the line. They'll say it remains with Stearns. Stearns has missed some bunnies so far at the baskets in the early minutes, with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. It'll be a baseline inbound for Savon Myers. Looking for Spence off a screen instead. Tries to get it to Lewis, and it's picked off by Kinsler. Kinsler without numbers. He'll retreat, gives to Dwayne Jones. He'll rise up for a 3, is short. Myers with the rebound. Nice job by Kinsler just getting up and picking that ball off, though. Under 2 minutes to play. Here is Myers working on Dwayne Jones, trying to create some space. Instead, he'll retreat back out to the perimeter. Here's Larry Smith over to Scotty Lewis. Player of the game in Stern's most recent victory over RKE Athletic in overtime. Misses a fall-away jumper short. The Rainy legend later at Florida. Here's Samir Kinsler. Kimbrough slips off the screen, kicks to Montgomery. Long three, won't go, was looking for some contact. Instead, the pass ahead to Spence, finishing through contact, gets it off the glass. And we're tied back up at 17. 1:10 to play, a relatively, again, low-scoring first quarter. The two games tonight have been low-scoring, but a lot of tough defense. Here's Kimbrough, top of the key. Gives to Jones. They'll go back to the pick and roll. Jones attacking. He kicks out for Montgomery. Around the horn to Kinsler in the corner. 4 to shoot. He's got to put one up soon. A step back three in the corner is up, and that one's good. As the shot clock expires, how about Samir Kinsler, the heater he's on? Knocks down a long three-pointer with the shot clock winding down. Here's Savon Myers. 39 seconds on the game clock. Scotty Lewis thought about a long three. He'll try a step-back one, and that one's short. Fagan the board. They can go 2 for 1 if they want. It's a one-on-one break with Jones. He lays it up and in. Successful 2 for 1 for ACI Robins Nest, and they take a quick 5-point lead. 21 seconds on the game clock. Actually, they won't go 2 for 1 as Myers knocks down a free throw line jumper because the game clock kept running and the shot clock, they didn't get the ball in time. But either way, 22-19, 8 seconds on the clock. ACI Robins Nest will hold for 1. Here's Jones driving into the lane, steps through, kicks out for Montgomery, and they'll get a foul on Myers with 2.1 on the clock. And with the bonus for ACI Robins Nest, that'll put Dwayne Jones at the free throw line for a chance to cut the lead or to extend the lead to 2 possessions in the final seconds of the first. First on Myers.
Number 2, Dwayne Jones to the free throw line. He will be shooting 2.
2 shots for Dwayne Jones. First one is around the rim, it won't go. That was the first of 2 free throws I don't think anybody realized as Savon Myers hauled in the rebound. Thankfully, the clock didn't start. But one more for Dwayne Jones after he misses the first. 2.1 on the clock for Stearns trailer. Knocks down the second. 23-19. Again, we have a code 23-19 in the JSBL. Here's Scotty Lewis, a half-court heave at the horn. That one short and will not fall. So again, ACI Robins Nest in the rematch of last year's title game after 1 quarter takes a 23-19 lead over Stearns trailer. We'll get to the second quarter coming up in just a couple of minutes here on the JSBL network. Second quarter of action starting here in the JSBL Nightcap. Stearns trailer trailing 23-19 with the ball. Here's Christian Lyons into the lane and finishes the layup up against Amari Jones. Christian Lyons on the board for the first time tonight. Lead back down to a possession. Amari Jones and Sean Grennan into the game for the first time, the 2 subs for ACI Robbins Nest, as Dwayne Jones kicks to Samir Kinsler in the corner, thought about a 3, instead goes cross-court to Grennan. His 3-pointer is blocked by Scotty Lewis. Transition opportunity for Stearns, a lob, and Tyreek Montgomery blocked that one. Otherwise, Scotty Lewis was going flying. Either way, it remains Stearns' ball, as Fagan and Kimbrough will take a seat. Here's DJ Campbell, 3-pointer. He draws contact as him and Montgomery went knee to knee. Montgomery trying to argue it was a leg kick by Campbell, but Campbell's still down. And it looks like he'll be all right. He'll head to the free throw line for 3. Montgomery's argument was that Campbell stuck his leg out to try to draw the offensive foul.
ACI Robbins Nest foul charge number 11, Tyreek Montgomery, his first.
Only the first on Montgomery in this game.
DJ Campbell, he will be shooting 2.
And actually they'll only call that a 2-pointer. Okay. I thought it was a 3, but I guess Campbell's foot was on the line as he was going up for that one. So 2 free throws for DJ Campbell, and the first one is good, a chance to tie the game. Campbell's first point of the night, now first points of the night. He ties this game back up at 23. Here comes Amari Jones crossing the midcourt line for ACI Robbins Nest, opening minute of the second. Finds Montgomery. Guarded one-on-one by Spence on the isolation. Here comes Montgomery into the lane. A tough layup won't go. A lot of contact. Wanted to call and didn't get it. Here comes Spence with numbers. Kicks out for Campbell. 3-pointers up and down. Stearns trailer takes the lead with a big run here to open up a 7-0 run to start the second quarter. Here comes Dwayne Jones trying to create something on offense, and they're getting an offensive foul on Amari Jones. Shuffled the feet a little bit too much on the screen. And Stearns has a chance to extend their lead as we get a substitution for ACI Robbins Nest. Tyreek Montgomery will check out. Jared Kimbrough will check back in. Again, only 2 bench players available for ACI Robbins Nest. Here's DJ Campbell, left wide open, and it's a heater for DJ Campbell. Personal 8-0 run, team 10-0 run. Stearns has come out in the second quarter firing on all cylinders. 90 seconds in, they take a 6-point lead. The largest of the game for either team. Reverse layup for Kinsler, that one won't fall. And another chance for Stearns. Here's Campbell trying to continue, he can't, he does draw a foul. It was a late whistle. Campbell will head back to the free throw line. He scored 8 straight points, trying to make it 10 at the stripe. Look at Dwayne Jones on the foul. That is his first.
ACI foul charge number 2, Dwayne Jones, his first, team second. At the line for Stearns, DJ Campbell, he will be shooting 2.
First for Campbell is good, that's 9 straight. Campbell can't be stopped in this opening stretch of the second quarter with 8:17 to play. It's 30-23. Second one rests on the neck of the heel of the basket and falls out, but Larry Smith is there for the putback, and ACI Robbins Nest will call a timeout. It's a 13-0 run for Stearns trailer to start the second quarter. We know how dangerous they can be when they're firing on all cylinders. ACI Robbins Nest on their heels a little bit, down by 9 in the opening minutes of this second quarter. We'll take a quick break on the other side. Next up in the action in the second quarter, coming up next on the Jersey Shore Basketball League Network. So timeout called by ACI Robbins Nest. Sam Fagan checks back into the game, replacing Samir Kinsler. Here's Dwayne Jones into the front court. Gives to Jared Kimbrough. The two-man game. Once again, Strong kicks out for Fagan. Catch and shoot three-pointer open. He missed it short, and DJ Campbell hauls in the rebound. 13-0 run for Stearns trailer to open up the second quarter. Campbell gives to Spence. Spence working on Amari Jones in the middle of the floor as that one will go out of bounds off the hand of Spence. Again, ACI Robins Nest without a coach for their second straight game. Jay Dorsey has been the head coach for ACI Robins Nest this year after Joe Fagan stepped away from the job. So now it's a bit of a group effort as Jones misses the layup. Man, you don't usually see him miss those. He's automatic at the basket. Spence, transition three. That one's down and everything working for Stearns trailer. It's a 16-0 run. 35-23, Stearns is taking control of this game. As Jones gets the ball back. High screen from Kimbrough. Probing. Long pass to Grennan. Whip around to Fagan. Drives. Kicks out to Jones. 5 to shoot. Lofts up a 3. That one won't go, but a tough rebound by Kimbrough. He kicks out to Grennan. Three-pointer is up. That one's short, but Fagan another offensive board. Grennan will get another try from beyond the arc. That one too strong this time. The shots just aren't falling for ACI Robins Nest. We'll get a whistle and a foul on Kimbrough, I believe. Yep, that one will be on Kimbrough, and 3 fouls now on ACI Robins Nest, and still no points.
His first, team's third.
Here's Scotty Lewis backing down Amari Jones. Rises up from the mid-range, can't get that one to fall. Kimbrough brings in the rebound to Fagan. ACI Robins Nest has not scored in the opening 3.5 minutes of the second quarter. Their offense has gone cold. Kimbrough trying to change that. Can't get the roll. DJ Campbell with the board as Kimbrough almost picks off the pass but tips it out of bounds and stops the transition opportunity. Stearns will keep possession. 6.5 to play in the first half as Rasheed Merlin will check back into the game for Larry Smith. You see some of the County Line Auto Body players starting to filter out. They are 4-0. The only undefeated team remaining, and it's the league's newest franchise. Here's Spence, guarded by Dwayne Jones, goes straight to the basket, puts up a tough floater. Good defense by Dwayne and Amari Jones. And they get a stop here, trying to cut into the deficit. Still have yet to score. Here's Amari Jones on a mid-range. That one's good. So Amari Jones scores the first points of the second quarter for ACI Robins Nest with 6 minutes to play. Long three through contact for DJ Campbell. He was looking for another foul, wasn't going to get one. That one sails out of bounds. Six minutes to play, 35-25. Again, another low-scoring game here on the Thursday night nightcap. As Jones fires over to Grennan. He wasn't anticipating it, but he still hauled it in nonetheless. Here's Grennan. Long two. That one's good. The man they call Swaggy G knocks down his first bucket of the night, and the lead is back down to 8. ACI Robins Nest bit by bit. Starting to make a comeback in this game as Spence slips, loses his footing, but keeps his dribble. Tough contested two, and there's not much you can do if you're Dwayne Jones. Jakari Spence in the mid-range is lethal. Lead back up to 10. High screen from Kimbrough, driving into the lane. Scoop lefty layup is good. Back down to 8, and again, Dwayne Jones, when he curls off a screen like that on the ball, he is very tough to stop, especially when he uses his left hand. Here's Lyons into the lane, and they're going to get a foul on Amari Jones, trying to reach for the ball with 5:06 to play. And that's 4 fouls on ACI Robins Nest in the quarter. Second on Amari Jones, and I thought we might have gone to the immediate timeout, but we'll play through it here. Samir Kinsler checks back into the game for Amari Jones. Lewis to inbound, finds Merlin. Gives to Lyons on the block, backing down Dwayne Jones. Goes with the ball fake, lofts it up. That one won't go, but the follow is good as he sticks with it on the offensive glass. The lead back up to 10. Nice job by Lyons. He has been attacking the offensive glass every minute he's been in this game. Here's Dwayne Jones, kicks to Grennan, trying to stay hot from 3. That one is short. DJ Campbell with the rebound. He'll rise up from 3. That one's good. It's the quarter of DJ Campbell. And it's back up to a 13-point lead for Stearns Trailer. Campbell has electrified this second quarter, and a big reason why Stearns is ahead. Kinsler can't respond with a three on the other end, but he hauls in the offensive rebound off the tap out from Kimbrough, and he'll reset. 4:17 on the clock, 10 to shoot. Kinsler drives on Lyons, kicks out for Jones. Got to make something happen soon with the shot clock winding down. Jones backing down. Spence, he'll rise up with the left, and with 1 on the shot clock, Dwayne Jones will head to the foul line after drawing the foul. And that's what makes that scoop layup so dangerous, because guys try to attack the ball, but too often they get the hand. So that's 2 on Spence, first in the quarter on Stearns, and we will head to the media timeout with Stearns Trailer ahead 42-29 with 4:05 on the clock. We'll be back after this with the rest of the first half on the JSBL Network. We're back here in Manasquan after the media timeout. 4:05 to play in the first half, and Dwayne Jones will head to the foul line for 2 shots after he drew the foul late in the clock. Jones so far on the night, the leading scorer for ACI Robbins Nest, the only scorer in double figures. He's got 11 and now 12 as he gets the friendly roll. 3 of 9 from the floor, 5 of 6 from the foul line, though, and the three-point ball hasn't fallen the same way it has this year. 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. And ACI Robbins Nest as a team, that's a big reason why they're trailing here in this second quarter. 1 for 17 from 3 as Jones knocks down the second. They're 10 of 17 from 2, so they're getting the looks they want at the basket and around the rim. Just haven't been able to extend the floor to the outside. 42-31 lead for Stearns, and they are as a team 6 of 16. DJ Campbell trying to continue his red-hot second quarter, and he does. DJ Campbell with 14 points, tying Spence for the team lead. And the lead back up to 13. Here is Montgomery over to Kimbrough. All 14 of DJ Campbell's points have come in this second quarter. Kimbrough spins through contact, lays it up and in. Again, ACI Robbins Nest staying hot from inside, but they just have not been able to knock down anything from the perimeter. Offensive rebound by Merlin. He lays it up and in, plus the foul. They'll get Amari Jones on the foul, and Rasheed Merlin with a chance for a three-point play. And trying to extend the lead. And that's Amari Jones' third foul, so something to monitor for your ACI Robbins Nest. Again, only Grennan and Fagan on the bench right now, and 3 fouls with 3.5 to play in the first half. As Merlin completes the three-point play, it's a 14-point lead, biggest of the game. Here's Montgomery. Into the front court, working on Campbell. Kicks to Kimbrough. Now Kinsler finds some space, drives into the lane. Rejected by Lewis. How about the ups by Scotty Lewis? My goodness. Kinsler had to step off the dribble, but Lewis recovered with authority. Kinsler to inbound, finds Kimbrough. Kimbrough with the size advantage on Mason Jones, gives to Montgomery. Kinsler off a screen, now drives. He'll snatch back and reset with 2 to shoot. He's got to put something up. I don't know if he realizes it. He does not. Lewis erases the ball for the second straight time in this possession, and that's a shot clock violation. It'll give Stearns the ball back. And it feels like ACI Robbins Nest a guy short here in this game, at least here in the second quarter. As James Hankowski will check back in for the first time. Scotty Lewis not too pleased to be subbing out. Instead, it'll be DJ Campbell. Lewis had his arms up like, why are you taking me out? I just had 2 straight blocks. Here is Mason Jones into the front court. He'll rise up from 3, creating some space and knocking it down. And again, that's been the difference in this game. It's 50-33. ACI Robins Nest has not been able to knock down anything from the perimeter with consistency, while Stearns Trailer has. Kinsler thought about a 3 in the corner. He'll rise, and that hits the AC unit. That should be out of bounds, but they'll let it play on. Mason Jones putting on the theatrics, can't get the layup to fall. And Montgomery hauls in the rebound. Without numbers, he kicks to Kinsler, still standing in that corner. He'll try again and knock it down. Samir Kinsler with the 3 off the feed from Montgomery. Here is Lewis into the lane, and he's rejected, but they get Kimbrough on the body contact before the block. Oh, correction, they'll actually get Amari Jones on the foul, and that's big because he's got 4. So Amari Jones with a 4th foul. I thought that was on Kimbrough. That probably should have been. Sam Fagan trying to plead his case at the scorer's table. And that's major because that is, again, Jones' 4th foul. First free throw for Lewis is good, and Fagan will check back into the game to replace Amari Jones. I thought that foul should have been on Kimbrough. That only would have been his 2nd. Instead, Amari Jones heads to the bench with 4 fouls. 51-36 with 2:04 to play. ACI Robins Nest over the limit. And he can't hit the second one. So he splits a pair. 2 minutes to play. Kimbrough in the corner. Backing down Rasheed Merlin. 10 to shoot. He'll give back to Jones, creating some space. He'll rise from 3. That one way short, an air ball. Mason Jones hauls in the rebound. A long pass up to Merlin. He hauls it in, gives to Savon Myers, finishing in the lane. Back up to a 7-point lead. Nice feed from Merlin in transition as well, as Stearns Trailer getting their revenge from the championship game loss, as Jones drives into the lane, but deflected by James Hankowski. Fagan will inbound. Fagan gives to Kimbrough, who fires over to Jones. They'll get back into the high screen and roll. Jones driving kick to Montgomery. He'll rise from 3. That one around the rim, and it won't fall. And that's been the story of the first half for ACI Robins Nest, as Merlin trying to go coast to coast off the rebound. He retreats as Kimbrough comes over on defense. Nice backdoor cut to Myers, and he finishes in the lane. Anything Stearns wants, they're getting on offense in this second quarter. As Kinsler fighting through some tough defense, he'll fall away from 2, and that one is pure. Samir Kinsler knocks down the J. It's back down to a 17-point lead. 43 seconds and counting on the clock, as Myers, a tough finish in the lane, won't go, but he draws the foul on Kinsler. And Savon Myers will head to the foul line, trying to extend the lead to 19.
ACI foul charge number 4, Samir Kinsler. His 2nd.
Second on Kinsler. And again, ACI Robins Nest over the limit.
Myers, he will be shooting 2.
First one's too strong. 40.1 on the game clock. It's a 17-point lead for Stearns Trailer. And again, it's just a lot of times it's just a matter of who you have available. I think ACI could really use one of their main wings, a guy like Ibn Loyal, Micah Kerr, even a guy like Marquel Hardiman to help out Kimbrough on the block. And Stearns has an abundance of front court help. When you got guys like Lyons, Myers at the line right now as he knocks down the second, Merlin, Lewis. It doesn't help when you have missed a lot of three-pointers, as Kimbrough will bring the ball up. Long cross-court pass to Montgomery, almost picked off. Gives Montgomery some space to fire. He can't knock down the 3. They get the 2 for 1. Let's see what Stearns does on this possession. Merlin lobs it into the corner for Lewis, driving in, and that one affected by Kimbrough as he hauls in the rebound. Shot clock off. Here's Fagan in the lane. A reverse layup is good with 14 seconds to play. Lead down to 16. And the clock is running with only 8 seconds left. They got to make something happen quickly. The clock was running the whole time. Here's Hankowski, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hankowski from half court. That one is off the mark. And ACI Robins Nest gets a little bit of momentum towards the end of the first half, but this game has been controlled by Stearns Trailer, especially in that second quarter. They lead by 16, and they're looking for their revenge after last year's championship loss. We'll take a quick break, be back in 5 minutes for the start of the second half on the JSBL Network. We welcome you back to the JSBL Thursday night doubleheader. The nightcap as Stearns Trailer controlling the game against ACI Robins Nest, up 56-40 with the third quarter about to start. Stearns will take over possession. The 5 on the floor for Stearns will be Jakari Spence, DJ Campbell, Mason Jones, Rasheed Merlin, and Savon Myers. As here is Mason Jones into the lane, leaves it off for Campbell. Turnaround jumper he actually gives to Merlin midway through. That one won't go. 5 on the floor for ACI Robins Nest. Dwayne Jones, Tariq Montgomery, who has the ball and finishes in the lane, and won't go. As Kimbrough falls to the floor. The 5 on the floor for ACI Robins Nest. Dwayne Jones, Tariq Montgomery, Samir Kinsler, Sam Fagan, and Jared Kimbrough. They'll get Campbell on the foul. It's his third, especially notable because DJ Campbell tied for the team lead with Jakari Spence with 14 points, and all 14 came in that second quarter. 8 of them came in a row by himself. So those two are the only 2 double-digit scorers for Stearns. Rasheed Merlin has 7 points and 8 rebounds. And Savon Myers has 8 points as well. For ACI Robins Nest, as Tariq Montgomery goes to the line, Dwayne Jones leads the team with 13 points. Samir Kinsler has 10. And the only 2 threes for ACI Robins Nest is Montgomery's first free throw is good. As a team, they're 2 of 23 from the three-point line. If you take out Kinsler's efforts, they're 0 for 18. So Kinsler has been a much-needed perimeter weapon, but they need more from beyond the arc if they want to come back into this game. So 13 and 10 for Jones and Kinsler, 9 points and 6 rebounds for Jared Kimbrough. And then 2 apiece for Sean Grennan, Sam Fagan, Tariq Montgomery, and Amari Jones. As Spence falls away, they'll get a foul on Tariq Montgomery. He doesn't like the call. He thought that Spence kicked his leg out.
ACI Robins Nest foul, charge number 11, Tariq Montgomery, his second.
That's 2 on Montgomery.
At the line for Stearns,
The lead is down to 14.
Jakari Spence. He will be shooting 3.
Spence will head to the line, and they actually call that a 3. Okay. I thought his foot was on the line, but 3 free throws for Jakari Spence, as his first one is good. 57-42 lead, and in that second quarter, it was Stearns trailer 37-17. That commanded that second quarter. As Spence makes the second, he'll have a third coming up. He knocks that one down, a perfect 3-for-3 trip for Jakari Spence at the foul line. He's got 17, and the lead is 17. Here's Samir Kinsler. Dwayne Jones slips off a screen, drives into the lane, loses the ball, and he actually gets it right back. Jones will retreat, 12 on the shot clock. He drives, kicks out to Kinsler, looking for another triple. That one's down. Samir Kinsler with 28 last time out in the win, and now he adds on his third 3 of the game. It's down to 14 in the opening minute of the third quarter. Here's Savon Myers, a long 3 to respond. He won't get that one to fall. Mason Jones brings in the rebound through a crowd of ACI Robins Nest defenders. Nice job by Jones to bring in the board. Here comes Spence, loses control of it, gets it back. Fall away 2 is good. And again, Jakari Spence, there's not much you can do when he's falling away like that. That is his bread and butter. Lead back up to 16. Here's Kinsler. Off a screen from Kimbrough. Moves back to the top of the key. He'll give back to Jones to reset with 10 on the shot clock. Kimbrough comes up for the pick. Jones needs to make something happen. Fires a bounce pass down low to Kimbrough, and he finishes in the lane. Sweet playmaking by Dwayne Jones, navigating the double team and just putting a bounce pass on the floor. Here comes Mason Jones as he creates Spence against Kinsler. I thought that one should have been an offensive foul, but it results in a Savon Myers 3. Usually when you see the arm extension, as obvious as it was, especially considering Kinsler went flying backwards, you get the call, but not that time, as Jones the other way. A scoop layup is good. Both offenses starting to wake up here. As we're 2 minutes into the third quarter, it's 64-49. Stearns trailer extending their lead, looking to here. Here's Merlin. Kimbrough giving him space. He'll loft, and that one's short. Fagan couldn't haul in the rebound as it tips off of him and out of bounds. So a fresh 12. Well, not really a fresh 12. The clock remains at 12 for Stearns. Here's DJ Campbell in the corner, guarded by Fagan. Contested 3. That one is short. Kimbrough with the board. A long pass ahead to Kimbrough. Layup is good. Back down to 13. Here is Spence with Dwayne Jones on him, trying to break him down off the dribble. Sidestep, thought about a three. Instead, gives to Myers. He puts up a layup, and that one will not fall, but they'll get Samir Kinsler for trying to swipe at the ball. He got him on the wrist.
ACI foul charge number 4, Samir Kinsler. That is his third.
3 on Kinsler.
At the line.
And Savon Myers looking to enter the double-digit club with 8 points in the first half. 3 of 6 from the floor. First one is too strong. One more for Savon Myers at the line. 7:07 to play in the third quarter. Stearns trailer still with a 13-point lead. As that one won't go either, but nobody boxed out Myers. He gets in the offensive rebound. Kicks out to Spence to reset. He drives into the lane, puts up a tough finish. That one won't go either. The rebound deflects into the hands of Montgomery. A long pass ahead to Fagan in transition. Without numbers, he leaves it for Montgomery. He rises up. He won't get it to fall short, but he got fouled on the way up. They'll get Savon Myers. So Montgomery goes into the lane, and he'll head to the foul line, trying to cut into this deficit. He's at 13 right now. 2 on Stearns in the quarter as Amari Jones will check back in after this free throw.
He will be shooting 2.
First one is short as Amari Jones will replace Sam Fagan.
Amari Jones, he replaces Sam Fagan.
It'll be one more for Montgomery, trying to cut into the deficit. 6:54 on the clock. Second one's good, so Montgomery splits a pair. We're down to 12. Here comes Mason Jones to bring the ball up the other way. Guarded by Dwayne Jones. Turning the corner into the lane. The ball touches the ground, leaves it for Merlin. In the post, goes up, and a foul will be called, and if that's on, no, it'll be on Kinsler. Thought they might have gotten Amari Jones, though he did stay vertical. It will be on Samir Kinsler, so that won't be Jones's 5th.
ACI foul charge number 4, Samir Kinsler, his 4th.
But that is 4 on Kinsler. As some words being exchanged, cooler heads trying to prevail. So 4 on Kinsler, 4 on Amari Jones. So some foul trouble starting to stack up for ACI Robins Nest. 2 shots for Merlin at the stripe. 64-52. Again, ACI Robins Nest not out of this game by any stretch as Merlin knocks down the first. But again, the three-point ball has been their kryptonite tonight. As Merlin splits a pair, Jones with the board. ACI Robins Nest trying to speed things up. Here's Samir Kinsler into the front court. Working on Jakari Spence, he'll give to Dwayne Jones. Mason Jones guarding him. It's all Joneses here on the floor as Dwayne into the lane. Tough finish, can't get it to fall. It's too strong, Campbell the board. Here comes DJ Campbell, kicks out to Savon Myers. His three-pointer, that one's short. Amari Jones hauls in the board. Cross-court pass to Dwayne Jones. ACI Robins Nest with numbers. Montgomery, the three-pointer in the corner is down. And the first ACI Robins Nest player not named Samir Kinsler hits a 3, and it's back to a 10-point game. Here's DJ Campbell, guarded by Tyreek Montgomery, and Stearns trailer will call a timeout, trying to stem the momentum created by ACI Robins Nest. So 5:57 on the clock, 65-55. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, we'll see how ACI Robins Nest can continue to respond here in the third quarter on the JSBL Network. Stearns Trailer calls a timeout, trying to stem some of the momentum from ACI Robbins Nest as they have cut the lead to 10. It'll be Stearns ball. Same 5 on the floor for ACI Robbins Nest as Christian Lyons and Scotty Lewis will check into the game for Stearns Trailer. They replace Savon Myers and Mason Jones. Spence to inbound on the sideline. He finds Merlin. Guarded by Amari Jones. Has to be careful with those 4 fouls. Merlin will rise and knocks down a contested 3. And the only thing Amari Jones can do is throw his hands up after he played some pretty solid defense on that possession. The lead is back to 13 for Stearns. Here's Dwayne Jones. A pass too high for Samir Kinsler, and that's a turnover. So a chance here for Stearns to build the lead even further. .541 to play in the third quarter. Montgomery providing full court defense on Jakari Spence. Gets across the timeline. In the isolation, gives to Scotty Lewis. Off the dribble, driving into the lane. Hangs in the air and gets the roll. He muscled Tyreek Montgomery out of the way and then levitated to knock down that banking floater. The lead is 15. And a quick 5-0 run out of the timeout. Here's Jones, driving baseline, kicks out to Montgomery. Thought about a corner 3 with Lewis in the area. Instead, he gets left wide open. I think he was surprised how open he was, and he misses the layup, but gets the putback to fall. He split Lewis off the dribble, and I don't think he realized how open he was until it was too late as the defense came over, but he got the 2 points regardless. Spence walks into a 3 and knocks it down. Big 3 by Jakari Spence, continuing to build the lead. It's up to 16. Here's Jones, fires over to Kinsler, looking for another 3. That one's good. How about the 3-point ball for Samir Kinsler? That is his 4th of the night. And we're back down to a 13-point game. Here's Christian Lyons the other way for Stearns Trailer. Hands off to Spence. Heat check. That one won't go. He wanted contact as he fell to the floor. Here's Montgomery. In transition, doesn't have the numbers. He'll kick out to Jones to reset. Dwayne Jones, a 3-pointer. They need it, and they got it. Right back to 10, and ACI not going away. Dwayne Jones knocks down a 3. That's his first of the night. His 3-point ball hasn't been falling yet until just now. Here's Lyons. He'll step back, pull up from 3. That one dies on the back of the rim and out. ACI can cut the deficit to single digits. Dwayne Jones looking for another. That one short. Kimbrough there for the slam. Jared Kimbrough brings this deficit down to 8, and ACI Robbins Nest can feel the momentum a little bit. 3:43 on the clock, 8-point game. Kimbrough trying to fire up his defense. Here's Rasheed Merlin the other way for Stearns. Gives to Lyons. Driving on Amari Jones, rises up from the elbow instead. At the last second, gives to Spence, and they'll get a foul on Samir Kinsler. And that is 5 on Kinsler. Sean Grennan and Sam Fagan were about to check in anyway. It makes that decision all the much easier to take out Samir Kinsler. Even with his hot 3-point shooting, he's got 5 fouls. So that'll bring us to the media timeout. 4 team fouls on ACI Robbins Nest. And with 3:31 to play, we head to the media timeout. 73-65, Stearns Trailer leads. Can ACI Robbins Nest continue to respond? We'll find out after the break. 3:31 to play in the third. We're back from the media timeout, and what you missed on the in the audio, as you may have seen on the visual, there was debate who that foul was actually on, and the officials changed the call during the timeout. They changed the foul from Samir Kinsler to Tyreek Montgomery. So Kinsler's still with 4, and that is the 3rd foul on Tyreek Montgomery. So a bit of a break in terms of foul trouble for ACI Robbins Nest. Still, it'll be Stearns ball. Here's Christian Lyons isolating on Amari Jones. He drives into the lane, loses control of it, goes to the ground, and kicks out to Larry Smith. Stearns will reset. Late contest as Spence finds Merlin. Can't get it to fall on the three-point ball, but Lyons crashes to the floor to get the offensive board. And we'll get a jump ball as it looks like Tyreek Montgomery a little slow to get up. It'll be a jump ball. And Lyons went crashing to the floor and slid into Tyreek Montgomery. As it looks like Montgomery will be all right. He's still hobbling a little bit on that left leg. It will be Lyons and Fagan, I believe, to do the jump ball. And it looks like Montgomery will check out. He's trying to give the thumbs up that he's all right, but Sean Grennan will replace him anyways, just to give him a little minute to rest. Montgomery was pleading his case to stay in the game. And that is, Christian Lyons is a big guy. And when sliding into at full speed into Montgomery, it can definitely hurt a little bit. So he'll get a chance to try to stretch out and heal up. It'll be Kimbrough and Lyons to do the jump ball. And that one won by Lyons, but it goes almost out of bounds. Saved by ACI Robin's Nest, and Grennan was leaving a pass for Jones, but it goes back court. And the entire ACI Robin's Nest bench up, trying to argue it. And see, here's the problem when you don't have a coach. Someone has to be the coach, and that was Tyreek Montgomery, who Jakari Spence is trying to argue that should be a technical, that Tyreek Montgomery came off the bench. But when you don't have a coach, someone has to, do that. It'll be Stearns' ball anyways, as Lyons loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be ACI Robinson's ball anyways. Lyons bobbled the pass and was trying to drive baseline. Still an 8-point game, 73-65 with 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Jones will slowly bring it up. Dwayne Jones off the high screen from Kimbrough. Tried to leave it for him, but a kick ball violation, and that will reset. It'll be a sideline inbound for Grennan, who checked into the game for Montgomery. Jones gives to Kimbrough. He drives on Merlin. Fall away two from the foul line. Can't get that one to fall. It's short. Spence with the rebound, as he gives to Larry Smith at the top of the key. Drive and kick for Lewis. Scotty Lewis into the lane. Leaves for Merlin. Extra pass to Smith. That one too high. Jones tracks it down into the lane. Through contact, can't finish. Fagan can't finish through contact. And we get a whistle, and they will get a foul on Scotty Lewis, I believe, and a technical foul has been called on Tyreek Montgomery.
Stearns trailer foul charge number 14.
Correction, Larry Smith gets called for the foul. And they did have a technical on Montgomery. Montgomery was pleading for a foul call on the drive from Jones. So it'll be a free throw for Jakari Spence, and then two, I believe, for Sam Fagan, because they got the foul on the second on the putback and not the initial finish from Dwayne Jones, as Spence makes the first free throw to push the lead to 9. This game is starting to slow down a little bit in the third quarter. It's stayed at 73-65 for a number of minutes now. Now 74-65, and Fagan will go to the line for two. And he misses the first one short. 2 points in the first half for Fagan in his return, his second game of his return, I should say. It didn't look like Fagan was going to play in the league this year, as he had some prior time restraints with work and all that. But Dwayne Jones made the call, and Fagan is back on the roster as he splits the pair. It's down to an 8-point game. Back down to an 8-point game, I should say. Here's Scotty Lewis. Kicks to Merlin on the opposite wing. He'll rise up from three on a late contest from Kimbrough, and it doesn't matter. Merlin, deadly three-point shooter at the big spot. And the lead back up to double digits at 11 with 1:53 to play in the third. Here's Jones, kicks to Fagan. Back to Jones on the opposite wing. Jones thought about a three, instead he leaves it for Kimbrough a little too high. Break now for Stearns as Merlin was trying to go behind the back, but to nobody. Here's Fagan, kicks to Grennan, open three, corner, need it, can't get it, but Kimbrough skies for the rebound. Easy putback is good. We're back to single digits. 77-68, minute 26 on the clock. Spence into the lane, finishing through contact, can't get it to fall. Looking for a foul, but Jones went straight up. Grennan will bounce pass to Amari Jones. His top of the key three. That one's good. Back down to a 6-point game now. It's 77-71. A minute and 5 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. ACI Robins Nest still refusing to go away. Here's Larry Smith, a long kick out to Scotty Lewis. His catch and shoot three. That one won't go. It hit the shot clock, but it won't matter as Kimbrough hauled in the rebound. And the sixth man for ACI Robins Nest starting to come alive. 50 seconds left in the third. Kimbrough into the lane. The layup just lips out. Here is Spence the other way. Over to Larry Smith. Kicks back to Spence. Catch and shoot triple. That one short. Fagan hauls in the board, and he'll slow it down. Without numbers. Gives to Amari Jones. Now to Sean Grennan. Grennan against Smith, two of the league's longest tenured players. Grennan off a screen from Kimbrough. He'll give back to Dwayne Jones. 8 to shoot, 20 on the game clock. High screen from Kimbrough. Jones probing. Leaves for Kimbrough. Oh, that one a little bit too high, and another turnover for ACI Robins Nest. 13.8 on the clock, and Stearns trailer can hold for one. Quick sub here for ACI Robins Nest. Tyreek Montgomery will replace Sam Fagan. And DJ Campbell will come back into the game for Stearns. He replaces Christian Lyons. Montgomery will pick up Campbell full court. Some pressure for ACI Robins Nest defensively. Spence will get it, guarded by Dwayne Jones. 77-71, this game nowhere near over yet. 5 seconds on the clock. Spence makes his move, rises, pulls up from three. That leaves it short. Jones with a long heave at the buzzer. That one too strong off the backboard. So an entertaining third quarter of play. It looked like Stearns was going to start to run away with this game, but Stearns trailer with some late momentum. They cut the lead to 6 points. They trail 77-71 in the championship rematch from last year. Can they finish the comeback? Wait to find out for the final 10 minutes on the JSBL Network. We're back here in Manasquan, fourth quarter of action in the JSBL Thursday nightcap between ACI Robins Nest and Stearns trailer. Stearns leads 77-71. They led by as many as 19 in the second quarter. They had a double-digit lead for a lot of that third quarter. But ACI Robins Nest built up some momentum, and a lot of the reason why they were able to knock down their threes. After shooting 2 of 23 in the first half from beyond the arc, they shot 5 of 10 from the outside, including Dwayne Jones, Tyreek Montgomery, and Samir Kinsler knocking down some shots from the perimeter. So it's a 2-possession game. Here's Dwayne Jones probing into the lane. Leaves for Kimbrough, down low, goes right up, and that one rejected by Savon Myers. Here comes DJ Campbell, steps into a transition three, he's got it. DJ Campbell's scoreless in that third quarter, but he opens up the fourth, and it might be an even quarter night for DJ Campbell. All 14 of his points in the opening 3 quarters came in the second, and he knocks down a 3 in the fourth. As Jones gets into the lane and draws a foul on a floater attempt. Looks like they'll get Rasheem Merlin on the foul. Dwayne Jones will head back to the line. He is 7 of 8 from the charity stripe, only 1 of 8 from 3, but he has once again driven to the lane with a lot of efficiency. Dwayne Jones leading the team in scoring, 18 points, along with 3 rebounds and 4 assists as he makes the first.
Stearns trailer foul charge number 35, Savon Myers, his third, team's first. Dwayne
Kimber also with 15 and 11, so another double-double for him. 16 points for Samir Kinsler, including 4 3-pointers, as Jones makes both. And 10 points for Tyreek Montgomery, along with 8 rebounds. Here comes Scotty Lewis the other way for Stearns. Around the horn to Merlin. Catch and shoot triple is up. That one won't fall, but a good rebound by Savon Myers. Can't get the putback to fall, and the rebound deflects off of DJ Campbell and out of bounds. 23 points for Jakari Spence to lead the way for Stearns trailer. 14 apiece for Campbell and Merlin through 3 quarters. Obviously Campbell knocked down 3, so he's got 17 now, but still Merlin with 14. And then 11 points for Savon Myers. As Jones gets a pass ahead to Montgomery to cross the timeline, they'll retreat without numbers. Jones drives into the lane, loses control of the ball. He got stripped. Numbers for Stearns trailer. Myers into the front court for Lewis. And they'll hold and get into the half-court offense. Merlin in the corner. He'll rise from 3. High arcer. That one rattles out. Jones flies in for the rebound. Dwayne Jones fires to Kimbrough. Gives to Montgomery. They left him open, and he makes the defense pay. Back to a 4-point game now. It's 80-76 in the opening 90 seconds of the fourth quarter. Can ACI Robbins Nest pull off the comeback? Here's Lewis off the pass ahead. Drives in the lane. Got stripped by Jones, and Kimbrough throws it away. It looked like there should have been a foul. They won't get one. Here's Campbell, another 3-pointer. That one is short. Jones with the board. Here's Montgomery. Heat check 3. That one was halfway down and out. Kimbrough deflects the rebound out of bounds off the hands of Merlin. And it looked like the hesitation kind of threw off Montgomery's motion. And as ACI Robbins will call a timeout, this game as close as it's been since the first half, 80-76. Stearns trailer clinging to a 2-possession lead. We'll take a quick break on the other side. Final 8 minutes of play on the JSBL Network. After the ACI Robbins Nest timeout, Stearns trailer will take over possession. 80-76 ball game. This game has become close quickly because ACI Robbins Nest has finally knocked down some 3-pointers, although they are in some foul trouble to look out for. With the 4 fouls on Samir Kinsler, Tyreek Montgomery, and Amari Jones. All 3 of them in the game right now. Here is Scotty Lewis. Driving on Dwayne Jones, goes up with a floater. That one in and out. Great defense by Jones. Gets it back, rejected by Kimbrough. And they'll get a foul, and you can see in unison the entirety of ACI Robbins Nest throw their hands on their head. They couldn't believe it. We'll see who it's on. They'll get Dwayne Jones. Only the second on Jones, so he's not really in any foul trouble. Scotty Lewis at the line for 2 shots. 7:47 to play. And he hits the first. So 1 shot for Scotty Lewis. Hasn't been able to shoot the ball at a high level like he did a couple of nights ago, but has provided a lot of athleticism and defensive plays. Here's Samir Kinsler, hounded by DJ Campbell. Across the timeline to Montgomery. 82-76 ball game. Here's Kinsler. He's knocked down 4 3-pointers tonight. Finds Kimbrough, driving into the lane, pump fakes, puts up a tough layup in, and the foul. How about the play from Kimbrough? Again, when he gets the ball off the roll, he has such a fluid motion to get to the basket. They'll get Lions on the foul. Only the first on Lions. And Kimbrough will have a chance to cut this game to 1 possession. Kimbrough knocks down the free throw, and it's a three-point game. ACI Robins Nest fighting all the way back from being down 19 in the second quarter. Can they complete it? 7:24 on the clock. Here's Scotty Lewis. Starting to hear it from the ACI Robins Nest sixth man. Driving into the lane, puts up a tough layup, blocked by Kimbrough. Lions there for the putback. He can't get it to go. His second chance is good. Pushes the lead back to 5. ACI Robins Nest tried to push, but good defense by Stearns to get back in transition. Montgomery handling the ball, gives to Dwayne Jones to reset. 84-79, 7 minutes to play. Dwayne Jones driving to the lane, got stripped by Larry Smith, and it's another turnover. Stearns with numbers. Here's Larry into the lane. He drives, a lot of contact, no call, but Myers is right there for the putback, and all of a sudden, it's right back to a 7-point lead. Montgomery, top of the key, finds Kinsler. Another guy to look out for on the perimeter once again. He's been the best three-point shooter for ACI Robins Nest tonight. Trying to get to Kimbrough, he successfully does. Double team shades over. 7 to shoot, Kinsler. Back to Kimbrough, and Lewis pokes it out of bounds. 4 to shoot for ACI Robins Nest. They got to get a stop here, up by 7. 6.5 to play. Here's Montgomery. Thought about a long three instead. He's got to put it up. Stolen away by Jones. Campbell. Three-pointer. That one won't go. Barely saves the offensive rebound, but he throws it away to Kinsler. Another chance for ACI Robins Nest. Kinsler going coast to coast. He knocks down the layup. So missed opportunity for Stearns there to add some points in transition. And it's right back down to a 5-point game with 6 minutes to play. Jakari Spence waiting to check in at the next dead ball. He's been the best guy, go-to guy for Stearns tonight. Here's Savon Myers. Nice backdoor cut by Scotty Lewis, but the pass too far ahead. And with 5:50 to play, a chance here for ACI to cut this to a one-possession game once again as Jakari Spence will replace DJ Campbell. 86-81, 5:50 on the clock. This has been a real interesting game between the two finalists in the JSBL last year. Stearns took control in the second quarter, but ACI slowly but surely has gotten back into this game. Here's Montgomery. Fakes, looking for a man, finds Kimbrough. Post hook is up. That one might have gotten blocked by Lewis. And a stop for Stearns. Here's Larry Smith into the front court. Steps through, puts up a tough layup through traffic and in. Back to a 7-point game, 5.5 to play. As Kinsler gets across the line. Driving in and puts up another sweet layup. Stearns tried to send 2 defenders at him to keep him in the backcourt, but he just burst past both of them and into the lane. Here is Myers into the lane himself. Misses on a reverse layup. Good defense by Kimbrough. Amari Jones the rebound up to Kinsler. Another layup is down. And we're back to a one-possession game. It's 88-85. We have reached the halfway point of the fourth quarter. The sixth man starting to come alive once again. The last game of the week for the JSBL's looking to be a good one. Scotty Lewis driving on Dwayne Jones into the lane. He leaves a bounce pass for Savon Myers. 10 to shoot, Larry Smith. Drives, kicks for Myers. Once again, Myers into the paint, has to fall away. That one way short, and Kimbrough hauls in the rebound. ACI Robins Nest can tie it up. Here is Kinsler with Lions on him for the tie. That one looked like it was down, but it hit the bottom of the rim. No good, still 88-85. Jones gives to Spence, and he'll bring it back out. Working on Amari Jones, or Spence, I should say, was working on Amari Jones as Montgomery takes the ball away. Here's Dwayne Jones, up to Kinsler, another layup, blocked away by Myers, but Dwayne Jones hauls in the offensive board. Jones attacking, into the lane, leaves for Kimbrough, two-hand slam, it's a one-point game. 88-87, how about the highlight from Kimbrough? ACI Robins Nest locking down on defense, someone's got to pick up Spence, it's Jones, he loses the ball, it's picked up by Jones, and ACI Robins Nest gets the stop. They can take the lead on this possession. Kinsler, corner three. That one too strong. And a tough rebound by Savon Myers. And a timeout called by Stearns Trailer before the long outlet. Stearns needs to talk it over. 88-87, 3:34 to play. You don't want to miss this ending on the JSBL Network. Final 3:34 here in Manasquan. An excellent game here to cap off a week of JSBL action. Stearns Trailer clinging to an 88-87 lead over ACI Robins Nest in a rematch of last year's championship game. Stearns led by 19 in the second quarter. Here's Savon Myers, drives and kicks. Jakari Spence, a three, got it. And he has something to say to the ACI Robins Nest bench. That was a much-needed bucket for Jakari Spence, and he pushes the lead back up to 2 possessions at 4. Here's Dwayne Jones with Campbell guarding him. He'll step back, kicks out to Montgomery, driving baseline, puts up a layup. That one won't go through contact. The rebound kicks out to Spence, looking to drive. Instead, he loses control of the ball, and he'll retreat out to the perimeter. Campbell, late closeout by Kinsler. He'll rise from the foul line. High arcer won't go. The rebound tipped right into the hands of Merlin, and he gets the easy layup to go. 93-87, 2 big buckets for Stearns Trailer to give themselves a little bit more of a cushion here with 2:38 and counting to play. Here's Jones, top of the key, kicks to Montgomery. Thought about a long three-pointer. Instead, he'll go 360 into the lane. That was a sweet finish by Tyreek Montgomery. Got around DJ Campbell, and we're back to a 4-point game. Here's Scotty Lewis with Dwayne Jones on him, hearing it from the 6th man. Now, Savon Myers, guarded by Amari Jones. Into the lane, a reverse layup is short, but Spence right there for the offensive rebound. Nobody picked him up, and he puts it back in. Spence just came out of nowhere with nobody on him and pushes it back to a 6-point game with 2 minutes left. Kimbrough gives to Jones. Amari Jones thought about a 3, instead he'll give back to Dwayne. Now Dwayne will fire from 3. That one too strong off back iron. Savon Myers with the rebound, and a huge stop for Stearns Trailers. They're trying to ice this one. Here's Myers, dribble handoff to Spence. Fighting off some tough defense from Kinsler. Goes behind the back, kicks out. Myers, big 3, they need it, and they got it. Savon Myers pushes the lead back to 9, and what was once a 2-point game is now 3 possessions. 1:19 on the game clock. Here's Samir Kinsler, drives into the lane, finishes. That one blocked by Campbell. Here comes Spence, a 3-on-1 break, lobs it up, and that one should not have counted if it went in, as Lewis missed the dunk. Here is Myers. He goes with the reverse layup and in, and it looks like ACI Robins Nest just ran out of gas late. Amari Jones brings in the inbound. They need points quickly. Jones will fire, and he misses everything. Kimbrough tried to save it, but he was already out of bounds. 51.3 seconds on the game clock, and it looks like with a late run, Stearns Trailer is going to pull this one out. It was 88-87, and since then a 12-2 run for Stearns. Here's Rasheed Merlin. He'll bring it into the front court and take some time off. And it looks like Stearns is starting to call the dogs off. DJ Campbell, electric second quarter for him. Trying to break down Kinsler off the dribble, 7 to shoot, into the lane, the layup, around the rim 3 times and falls. And with the shot clock off, that'll just about do it. As Kinsler gets the pass in from, or Kimbrough gets the pass in from Kinsler and gets the layup to fall. Here is Spence, and he will just run this one out. He'll rise up from 3, adding to the point total. 105-91. And one final try for Kinsler. He can't get the layup off in time. And Stearns Trailer gets its revenge for last year's championship game loss in the regular season. They win 105-91 in a game that they took control of, then had to cling to the victory, and worked a 17-4 run to end the game. So we'll have an interview with our star of the game from Stearns Trailer. We'll see who it is, but for now, we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. More to come here on the JSBL Network. Alec Krathimmel back here on the JSBL with our star of the game. Stearns Trailer wins 105-91 in the rematch of last year's championship game over ACI Robins Nest. Jakari Spence, our star of the game, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Jakari, I know this was the matchup last year in the championship. Was that on your mind at all coming into this one?
Not at all.
Well, you guys got the win anyways, and you guys had to battle for this one late. You guys led by 19. I'll start with that in the second quarter. You guys took control. What do you think was the key to getting ahead as much in that second quarter?
I mean, just playing basketball, man. I think I come out here just to play with my guys. Like, I came out here tonight, no matter who we played. My boy Larry comes out, Savon to come out, DJ, Scotty, all these guys. I just like playing basketball, and the team we played just happened. I grew up with a lot of them, so it's fun to come out here and compete. So that's really what it comes down to, coming out here and have some fun, working on your game for the next step wherever you go.
And later on in that game, late third quarter, then the fourth quarter, ACI Robins Nest draws to within 1. What do you think was the key for them to come back, and what was the message in the huddle before you guys started to put the game away?
I think it's just get stops. That's what basketball is about. Everyone's going to have their run, but who's going to stop the run? So it's just about who can stop a run, who can play together, who can rebound. It comes down to the little things when it gets close games.
And you guys ended the game on a 17-4 run. I guess you kind of already talked about it, what went on in that run, but what do you think was the kind of tipping point that kind of got you started after that timeout? Larry
Smith. Larry just comes out here, plays hard, picks up 94 feet, guarding anyone. Doesn't matter what position he has to guard, what role he has to play on the team. He comes in and just gives it all every night, and it's just a blessing to be around him and a blessing to know him.
And Larry, one of the most beloved players in the JSBL, obviously, as you know and as I know. What's it like to have a player out there who is willing to do all the dirty work, isn't going to command the ball, to score 50? He'll pick up on defense, he'll do the dirty work. What's it like to play alongside a guy like that?
It's a blessing, honestly. Alex Caruso said it best. Everyone can't be a CEO. Some places got to have janitors. So he's a janitor. He's a guy who could do it all, and if you need him to be a CEO one day, he's always ready to compete. So I love playing against him, playing with him.
Well, Jakari, you played in Europe now for a couple of years. What was this past season like for you, and what are you looking forward to this upcoming season?
I give all credit to God. It was a blessing to be out there, blessing to be in a new country, just be around new people, embrace a new culture, and just have a blessing to keep playing this game for money. Like, I never would imagine, or I would have imagined playing pro as a kid, but I never knew Europe was in my cards. So going out there, a blessing, and hopefully go out there again and have another good year.
Well, Jakari Spence, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, helped lead Stearns Trailer to a 105-91 win over ACI Robins Nest. Jakari, great game tonight. Congrats on the win, and hope to see you for the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it.